If you're a sports coach looking to go online, you've probably heard you need a massive Instagram following first. That is simply not true. In fact, waiting to build a following is the exact reason why most people never make the transition to online training. While most sports coaches are wasting months trying to grow their Instagram following, a small group of coaches are quietly signing clients and making money online right now, all with small followings. After helping over 200 sports coaches start online businesses, I've discovered that there are 4 specific strategies that consistently help people land their first 10 online clients, all without a large following. The first place to look when trying to land online clients is hiding in plain sight, and that's leveraging your existing relationships. You see, most coaches think that when they're going online, they have to reach people all over the world, and they're concerned with how they can reach as many people as possible, when the reality is there are athletes on your current roster right now who are dying for more help than you're currently giving them right now. Not to mention there are local teams, high schools, all these different places that you can look right now that you have direct access to. And the best part about these people is they already trust you. Now, when we go online, we can talk about how to build trust. However, these are going to be the lowest hanging fruit. And so if you're not starting here, it's going to be very difficult for you to continue to scale. So if you're like a bunch of the other coaches that I've worked with, you probably have a in-person training roster. And so let me break down for you a step-by-step framework that you can follow to convert your in-person athlete into an online setting. Now, you might be thinking, Nick, I don't want to stop training athletes in person. That's 100% fine. So what you're gonna do with that in-person athlete is you're not going to completely get them off in-person sessions. You're going to present them with a solution to the problem that they're going to tell you, right? So this is how it goes. You ask them if they are interested in getting more help. If they say yes, then you can say, okay, great. What are your goals with insert sport here? And then from there, you can position your new online program as the way to help them get the help that they need in order to achieve the goals that they want. And if you follow that framework, it's pretty much guaranteed that you're going to convert all of your in-person athletes into an online training session. The second place you can look is by using the win-win method. And you might be sitting there thinking, Nick, what the fuck is the win-win method? Well, let me break it down for you, okay? The win-win method is strictly just by trying to figure out how you can win and somebody else can win at the same time. And the easiest way to do this is by creating partnerships or strategic relationships with people who are already serving the athletes that you want to serve. For example, if you are a strength coach, you are best off going to teams and speaking with these teams to create a partnership. Let's say they don't have a strength program already, okay? What you are going to do is position your strength program as an addition to their team, so that way their team can win more games, their athletes are more athletic, and now they can land scholarships, so it makes that team look better. And so that is how you create a win-win with that partner. And when you create that win-win with that partner, they will be much more likely to continue to send you athletes that you can work with. The third way you can land online clients is by creating content that actually converts. Now, you may be watching people on Instagram and thinking they make amazing content, like guys like Coach Rack, for example. And Coach Rack makes fucking phenomenal content. Let me be very clear. However, Coach Rack does not make content with the intention of selling an online program. Coach Rack makes content with the intention to get as many views as possible, which guess what? He's really good at. However, we cannot copy what Coach Rack is doing if our goal is to land online training clients, okay? So if you want to land online training clients with your content, you need to make 3 types of content. The first type of content is content that drives traffic. Now, this is where you can pull a little bit of inspiration from Coach Rack to get more and more people to watch your stuff. This needs to be more broad and general that is going to attract as many people as possible to your page. The second type of content that you're going to want to make is what I call value-based content. And this content is actually what's going to build the trust with your current audience. audience. And so what you're going to do is you're going to take basically all of your best stuff and give it away for free on Instagram. And you might be thinking, why would I give away my best stuff? Well, it's not like you're giving away free fucking programs on your feed. All you're doing is you're taking the program, dicing it up, and delivering it in small doses. So that way, if they want the full thing customized to them, then they can work with you. Think about Costco. You're turning your Instagram page into Costco, where you're giving free samples, and then if they want the whole bag, then they have to pay. The third type of content you want to create is conversion-based content. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to use your Instagram story or your feed to call people to action to do something, okay? So what that looks like is saying, if you want to learn more about how I can help you and work with me one-on-one, then click the link in the description and watch the video on the next page to learn more about it. That would be my example of calling you to action. If you wanted to call the viewer to action to join your training program, then you could say, comment the word power, and we'll have a conversation about how I can help you hit more home runs next season. And all this is great. All this theory is amazing. But if you're posting 1 time a week, 1 time a month, even 3 times a week, you're not doing it enough. Instagram is going to reward you for posting as much as possible. So nothing I just said matters at all unless you're posting at least every single day. Now, the fourth is the most advanced method, but if you're ready for something that is going to make you go fast, then you're gonna wanna run ads. And a lot of coaches are a little bit intimidated by ads, and the reason why is because they are worried about having to front the money and having no guarantee on ever seeing it back. But let me ask you a question. If you could put in $1 and get $5, $7, $10 back into a slot machine, how much money would you put into that slot machine? If you don't say all of my fucking money, then you are an idiot. And that's how people see paid advertising. Paid advertising is a slot machine. You actually are gambling, but with enough skill, you can become the house and win every single time. So now that you understand that paid advertising is the way to go and it's the way to go fast, here's how you can do it for sports coaching specifically. We really teach 2 types of ads. The first type of ad is going to be a follow ad. So if you're somebody who is maybe struggling to grow your following and just needs more of the types of athletes on your page watching your stuff, then you can run an ad directly to your Instagram profile telling people to follow you. And what that's going to do is it's going to grow your following exponentially faster, right? Because all ads do are they are a magnifying glass on what you're already doing. So if your content is dog shit and you run money to your page, then you're going to get dog shit. You're going to make no money. So if you're going to run ads, you need to be making good content already. The second type of ad that we teach is a DM ad. And so what a DM ad does is it allows people to click on the ad and start a conversation directly with your Instagram profile. So I want to be clear that when you run DM ads, you will get a lot of people interested, but are not going to buy. Do not sit there and think that everybody who messages you on Instagram wants to buy your shit. That is the dumbest fucking thing you could do. You have to understand that only a certain percentage of people are going to buy your stuff. So if you want to go fast, you should be running paid advertising with a very important caveat. You need to be charging at least $1,500 to $2,000 for your program. The reason why is because as you spend more on ads, you're going to need to make the profit on the sale in order to make it make sense. Now, I know that might seem a little bit in the weeds, but it's very important for those of you guys that are more high level to charge higher prices so that way you can make your paid ads work. If you're serious about making this transition and want to skip the guesswork, I've created a free masterclass that goes in depth on how you can implement these specific strategies into your sport. It's called the Remote Training Revolution, and you can register using the link in the description. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.